The coronavirus outbreak has many people in the mountains stockpiling supplies. News 13's Rex Hodge is live in Clyde. And Rex, they want to be prepared if cases pop up here.
Yes, that's right. Some so-called preppers have been building up supplies for many, many years. Coronavirus is prompting them and now many others to gather up items they believe they may need just in case.
Best thing to do, stay calm.
Mark Michaud describes himself as a prepper.
Probably 10 years or so.
Coronavirus topping conversation at Old Grouch's military surplus in Clyde, and it's spread now to the United States, North Carolina included. Michaud already prepared for a variety of scenarios. He says even if it came to a coronavirus quarantine at home, he'd be prepared with stockpiled food.
Both long-term storable, standard canned goods, bags of rice, pasta.
Water, he says, he can bucket from a nearby creek, wood for his wood stove, hand sanitizer he carries with him. Coronavirus and its unknowns motivating Matthew Willis to buy 3 enclosed chemical masks.
Hopefully this will, increase my chances and increase my friends' chances. All we can do is help the person next to us and our neighbors.
All right, thank you. Tim Glantz runs Old Grouch's. He says customers are most asking about gas masks and also meals ready to eat.
I usually get 2 to 3 calls a week asking for them, and I'm getting 10 to 15 a day at this point.
He says he's out of MREs at the moment and advises customers to buy food staples at the store at less cost. He says other inquiries include gloves, wool blankets, sleeping bags, and water jugs.
And I think people need to be ready to say, hey, if I have to go home and not leave home for 2 or 3 weeks, what is it going to take?
Glantz says coronavirus is teaching people to think ahead and be prepared.
Officials are now warning about scams related to the coronavirus.
Local and state experts say they're monitoring websites and businesses for price gouging and misinformation.
News 13's Caitlin Penner spoke with the Better Business Bureau and the State Attorney General's office about what's going on. Caitlin?
Yeah, so take a look at these prices we found on eBay. For this 50-pack of face masks, $800. For this next one of face masks, $1,200. And for this one bottle of hand sanitizer, $100.
We're at the tip of the iceberg because this is so new. This is a product, that they absolutely are demanding.
As fears about the coronavirus increase, business trackers say so do scams.
We've gotten reports that the prices are skyrocketing, especially online.
And that's what crooks love. They love it when they can play on people's fear, their desperation.
Amazon says they've removed 1 million products from their website because of misleading claims or price gouging. Facebook says they have a third-party team of fact-checkers reviewing content. And Twitter says they're removing users who try to spread false information related to the virus.
And if you're not sure, give us a call. We can look up that store for you to make sure that it is a reputable store, because we don't want you ordering counterfeit or bogus products.
The Better Business Bureau in Asheville is warning about fake emails claiming to be from the CDC asking for your personal information, as well as fake charities asking for money.
So what we want is for everyone to beware and not fall victim to any scams.
North Carolina's Attorney General says they are monitoring reports.
Without a state of emergency, North Carolina's price gouging law is not in operation. So we don't have that tool at our disposal.
Stein says they will go after scammers even without the price gouging law in place.
If we find out that there's a scammer engaged in deceptive sales practices, within a couple days, if we get the information from consumers, we can go to court and shut them down, get an order from the court.
Hendersonville leaders call affordable and attaining housing one of the biggest issues facing the city.
A recent survey of residents also put the topic on the list of things that need to be addressed. Those results will be presented at a city council meeting tomorrow. I spoke with the city manager about how city leaders hope to address it.
We're seeing a pretty dramatic problem with not having affordable housing, workforce housing in our community.
It's a problem city leaders in Hendersonville are now trying to tackle, made more real by a 2017 study from the U.S. Census Bureau. City Manager John Conant pointed to. It listed Henderson County as having the worst housing affordability in the state, with 23% of residents with anywhere between 35 and 50% of their income going to rent.
It is very shocking We realized that we had some affordability issues, but we didn't realize we ranked that high in the state. So,
obviously, that was from 2017. How much do you think that's changed in the past 3 years?
It may have changed a little bit. We've actually had a few projects in Henderson County the last 2 or 3 years, but it still shows us a significant issue that we need to continue to monitor and try to deal with.
Right now, there are 2 housing projects in the pipeline that could put a dent in the issue.
We have 2 developers who are looking to submit tax credit applications to the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency.
80 units at Signal Hill and Duncan Hill Roads and 78 units along Chimney Rock Road, according to plans submitted by those developers. Conant expects the projects to go before City Council in the coming months, but he knows there's more work to be done to address the issue. Is there like a 10-year plan or a 20-year plan?
Currently, there's not. We are working with our Housing Assistance Corporation. That's kind of our next step, is to develop this affordable housing strategy.